Do a late night live here. Forgot about it. Just had my payday. Chocolate bar. I hit the spot. Forgot about it. Madon. Salud, Gentani. Let's go upstairs. Man, these haters love to hate, man. They don't stop. Man, these haters. They like hate 24 hours a day, these haters. They don't take a break, planes take a break. Trains take a break. Cars take a break. Everything, right? Boats take a break. Not haters. Haters go. They keep going like it's freaking crazy. Like Sonic the Hedgehog, these haters. I mean, it's like I don't know. Like, don't they get tired after a while of like hating? Like you would think after like hating for like I don't know, like a year straight, maybe, right? It's like, you're like, let me take a little break. Let me just, all right, I did good for about a year. Now they don't stop, man. It's crazy. Oh, man, hold on. Forget about it. Any father read a doc. Yeah. I know these haters are going to come here to break chops. Here they are. um, Call King. I don't want to deal with you. I'll leave you to my sister. She's here. How you doing, sister? I don't want to deal with that guy. Forget about it. The blues. How you doing, my sister? Man, this whole situation with the Florida girl is ugly, sister. This is an ugly situation, man. Ugly. Oh man, my dog's getting groomed tomorrow, so you don't have to pay. Hi there, pretty princess. I mean, listen, my day's always good when I'm with my kids, I'm with the family. we always have a great time together. You know, it's not that. It's just that the way that this whole thing ended with the Florida girl. It's just unfortunately the way she's handling it. There really is not going to be a happy ending here. This is not good. This is not good. See, because what she's not understanding is this, and she just doesn't get it, is that you can't take $10,000 from a guy who's at his lowest point. You just can't listen. You have the right. This is the thing. She never wants to talk to me again. See, she's like a completely different person now. I want to explain something to you. She's like a completely. You gotta let her go, man. No, I don't. She took $10,000 from me. Go f yourself. I'll tell you what, Peacemaker. You give me back $10,000, and then I'll let her go. How does that sound? Does that sound like a fair deal? If you give me $10,000, I'll completely let it go. Okay, but I'm asking you, to help me. You want to help, right? I'll let her go when I get 1 billion views. Okay. When you look at my channel and you see 1 billion views, then I'll let it go. Okay, deal? um, I'm not going to be taken advantage of, guys. She's taking, look, the girl is acting like an outright hater, guys. Like, well, that's just the number I came up with, and it might change. Okay. Maybe it'll turn to 10 billion views. Right now, it's 1 billion. Okay. But subject to change based on my emotions and based on how I feel, because she did me very, very dirty. She did me very, very dirty. Look, this is the thing. You can't force anybody in this world to be with you. You can't do it. Okay. So if she doesn't want to be with me, you got to respect that. Right. But you can't do what she did. And that's what she's not understanding. I hope not, Eric. That's scary, brother. Apefather's only into women, but you just can't do, like, she just doesn't understand. Like, she's making herself look like, I gotta tell you, she doesn't look like a normal girlfriend or a normal friend. Like how she's handling this, man. She's not handling it good. Like, she's handling it like the only options here, the way she's handling it, she's a love con the whole time. She's a catfish the whole time, or she was a hater. She was a hater the whole time. Okay. It just, she's not handling it cool. Like, look, I'll give you an example. Like, literally 100 people. I'm talking about over the course of the last 4 months. And every single person, majority of the people I've actually spoken to have been women. Okay. And I get their opinions. I'm like, let me ask you a question. I said, here's the situation, right? What's up, Brennan? I say, there's this girl. I call it a Florida girl. They're like, yeah. Okay, she knows my wife and my mother passed away. She came to a live stream. I'm giving them like the whole story, okay? She also knows that there was this girl, Sarah, may she rest in peace, Sarah, that, took $13,000 from me. And in that case, it seemed like it was definitely a love con, because she pretty much took money from me with the understanding that she was going to come to the Jersey Shore and spend the entire summer with us, and that never happened, right? Okay. So the Florida girl knows about all of this. You understand? What's up, Mimi? I love Mimi. Brendan is my Billy Joel guy. We're gonna do some Billy Joel in a little bit. But thank you, Mimi. It's Mimi saying hello, and I think it's the principle of the relationship. And the girl needs to pay Rich back. He's been very generous and patient. See, this is the thing. Okay, because a lot of people don't know, so I'm just gonna run through this. So she comes to my live stream, knows my mom, and knows my wife passed away in a period of 2 weeks. Knows that my dog even passed away, if you could believe this. I had the craziest year of my life. What's up, Froggy Frog? Knows Sarah took 13,000 from me in an alleged love con, never came to the Jersey Shore. So what does she do? What does she do? The exact stuff that Sarah did. Like, see, I don't know if she's understanding this. I don't know if, like, she's mentally processing it, but she basically did the same exact stuff Sarah did, and she wants to know why I got angry. It's like she's acting like you had no reason. This is how she's acting. Because I explained this to every single woman I spoke to. She's acting like there's no reason for me to be upset. Like that's it. Like you're just a Norman Bates psychotic maniac. But this is the thing, Frog Eat Frog. What did Sarah do? Let's see if you all know if you've been listening to me long enough. Right? You know what Sarah did, right? Sarah took 13,000 and guess what she promised, brother? To come to the Jersey Shore and to spend the summer with us. And potentially, she said she wanted to even move in. She was talking crazy, that girl. I mean, may she rest in peace. She's like, I want to be a stepmother. I want to be close to the kids. Okay. What did the Florida girl do? She takes 10,000 and doesn't come to the Jersey Shore either. It's like she was yelling at Sarah. She was yelling at her in the live streams when she first met me. She was telling me, I cannot believe that you gave Sarah $13,000. This is what the Florida girl was saying. And she doesn't even have the decency, the respect to come to the Jersey Shore. No, you're not understanding, Lupo. See, you don't understand, Lupo. In all due respect, Lupo, you don't understand the full story here. And you're making a lot of opinions. Okay, did you know that she said this about Sarah? Like, I'll give you an example. Did you know that she said that because I gave Sarah $13,000? I don't know if you know who Sarah is. That was the first alleged love con that came to my live stream when my wife and my mom passed away. Right? Okay. Did you know that she said, the Florida girl? She said, I cannot believe that Sarah took $13,000 from you and didn't get her ass on a plane. You understand? She was saying, you need a real woman. This is what she was. I got all the messages. She's like, you need a real woman. That girl is a child, she said. That girl, Sarah, is a child. And guess what? Guess what she does, Lupo? She does the identical same thing that Sarah did. She collected $10,000. You're not listening. You're not listening to the story, brother. You're continuously going back to a narrative that I willingly gave her money, but you're leaving out, unfortunately, so much details. Okay, you're leaving out so many details of the conversation. It's not that simple. It's not as simple as I gave her money, she accepted it, case closed. That's not the case. She did me dirty, brother. Brother, this is a girl who said she wanted to be a lifetime person in my life. This is a girl who said my wife's spirit came to her to protect me and the kids. God, she wanted to be godmother to the kids. Brother, if she doesn't want to follow through on any of those promises, she needs to pay me back. This guy Lupo, I think you are a little Lupo. Don't get upset at me. I think you're not playing with a 52 deck of cards. What's up there, Laura? How you doing? She manipulated you for it. That's the bottom line. You know, the truth is because I actually have feelings for the girl, I'm trying to keep this respectable. Like I'm not going to like the police, because I actually have a lot of messages that could probably incriminate her if you want me to tell you the truth. I I have messages from her that she doesn't even realize. But this is the thing, I don't want to go that route because I have feelings for her. Even if she is ultimately a love con, even if she's ultimately a catfish, I don't want to go that route because me personally, I actually loved her. So the last thing I want to do is hurt her legally, even though I think I might. If you want me to tell you the truth, I have messages from her like this, right? I have text messages where she says the following. She's like, every time you want to give money to Sarah, she's like, give it to me. Give it to me. She goes, I'll either invest it or I'll sign a promissory note. She says, this is what she says, clear as day on a text message. Clear as day. She says, every time you give me money, I will sign a promissory note and I will consider it a loan, she says. Okay, that's not good. And I have that text message. I know Frog Eat Frog, but I actually had real feelings for her. That's the thing. So I said to myself like this, I don't want to go the legal route with her. I don't want to do it because I actually, look, I'm going to be honest with all of you. Look, she doesn't want nothing to do with me anymore. But I know you're going to think I'm sick. I still kind of fell in love with the girl. I don't know why I fell in love with her, but I got a pain in my heart over her. I got a pain in my heart. Maybe I fell in love with her for all the wrong reasons. Maybe I fell in love with her because of what she said about my wife, that she acted like my wife in the very beginning. She, besides the fact that she said that my wife's spirit came to her to protect me and the kids, she acted like my wife in the very beginning. See, she's not telling the truth to anybody. She's not telling the truth. She's acting with all these haters because all these I don't know if these haters are telling the truth, but I think they are telling the truth because there's only things that she would know. Like example, like there was this time where we went out to the Hard Rock, and I think I had shorts on. I was like commando. Example, right? So she's telling the haters, "Oh, this guy's balls are hanging out." She's trying to make it seem like she was never attracted to me. It's complete bullshit, man. It's like everything she's saying is complete bullshit. The girl said she loves me every single morning, every single night. I love you so much. My handsome man. Everything is for you. My whole body is for you. Look, what the girl doesn't want to understand is this. Let's assume she's not a catfish for a second, okay? Let's assume she's not a catfish, okay? And her life is really just super busy. She's got to understand that it doesn't look good, all the things that she did. Look, Big Rick, I don't like you. You understand that, right? Let me start by saying I think that you are human garbage. Okay, you understand that, right? So as long as you understand that, Big Rick, listen to me. Your opinions do not matter to me. Okay, listen to me. Save yourself the time and trouble of commenting because I don't know if you notice something. I'm always erasing your messages. Do you ever notice that, Big Rick? Like the guy acts like I value his opinion. I don't value anything about you. Get lost. Anyway, getting back, this guy acts like I care about him. This guy. Let's continue what I was saying. She doesn't realize what's up, beautiful Janine. How you doing? She doesn't realize what she's doing. Like everything she did. Okay, like all right, I'm gonna give you an example. I looked up online. I went online and I actually typed this in, where they do the AI searches. I said, is there anything good about someone asking you for money or discussing anything money related in the beginning of a relationship? Okay. And basically, this is what pops up on AI. What pops up on AI is that no, it's not good. It's either she's a catfish, she's a love con, or this is what it says she's looking for a sugar daddy. So I want you to know there is literally no case, and I want to be crystal clear on this, that when you ask someone for money in the beginning of the relationship, there's nothing good about it. Like, in other words, this is not my opinion. I want to be clear because I know all these haters. Look, all these haters love to fight me, they love to argue with me. But why don't you do that same search? No, but I'm not saying to you, this guy, Drucker. Antonio, I don't like you. Listen, I don't like anything about you. I really don't. I don't like you, brother. I don't like you. I don't like you. If you don't behave, I'm gonna kick you off. I don't like you at all. So anyway, let me continue. I just don't like that guy. I freaking hate. I actually have hatred in my heart for this guy Antonio. I really don't like him. Um, he's on the verge of being kicked off in about a few minutes. What I'm saying to you, Antonio, is this: there's certain text messages that she actually said to me that could be potentially liable in a court of law. Okay, that's it. I'm not going to use it. I'm not going to use it because I have true love in my heart for the girl. I do, even if she's a catfish. I fell in love with the girl, even if she is a catfish. Look, if she's a catfish, if she's a love card, if she's not a catfish, if she's not a love card, I have feelings in my heart. I don't want to see her hurt. That's the thing. I don't want to see her hurt. But I do have a text message from her that stipulates
every time you want to give money to Sarah, this is a text I have from her. Every time you want to give money to Sarah, which was the first alleged love card, give it to me. She says, I will either invest the money or I will sign a promissory note, okay, where, I will consider all money you send me a loan. Okay. I think that's something that would hold up in court. I'm not a lawyer. I'm going to say it's alleged. But I think that might be, I'm not saying it's a crime, but they might actually hold her to that and say, I'm not saying it's a crime, but that there's a possibility they might say, you're pretty much saying in this text message that you will pay back all funds, right? Am I right or am I wrong? Am I crazy? But I mean, that's still I don't know, Froggy Frog. I'm just saying, look, I'm not going that route anyway. There's really no reason for us to even go, how you doing, Sparkles? You got a road trip planned? Wonderful. I hope you have a wonderful road trip. God bless you. I'm not going that route anyway. So there's really, for us to even go back and forth with it, it makes no sense. I'm not going the legal route. I'm not doing it. I don't want to go that route. I don't want to see her get in trouble, even if, let's say, that there actually was a case. I wouldn't want to go that route. So whether there is a case or whether there's not a case, let's get rid of this guy, Chad, buddy. Chad, get lost. Can't stand these haters, man. You know what it is, pretty princess. I actually really cared for her, and I still do. If you want me to tell you the truth, now you might say, "But why?" Right? I know it doesn't make any sense. I got to go see a therapist. Listen, You know what I think it is? When my wife and my mom passed away, I had two choices. Okay, this is what nobody understands. The first choice, accept it, that this is real, that my wife and my mother passed away, of which I probably would have went into a mental decline. I don't think I would have been able to handle it. Or the second thing is to try to distract myself, try to put myself in a happy place where, I can be strong for the kids. And this is another woman I can't stand here, friggin' Laura. Can't stand this woman. I did see a therapist for a little while, but I definitely got to get back into it. No, Janine, Laura is cool. Laura, Janine, don't. The good Laura is a good Laura. You could leave her. The good Laura talks, offers. She's a good lady. I don't know. She was here before Laura. This is Laura's entertainment. She wants to fight with everybody. Anyway, getting back to what I was saying. So I decided, instead of accepting that my wife and my mom passed away, I decided to put myself in a happy place, a place where I distracted my mind. Now, by doing that, there were pros and there were cons. Chad, I swear to you, man, if you don't stop, you're out again, man. You're out again. And actually, I'm reading your whole comment. You're out again. You're gone. Go F yourself. Listen to me. I don't like you. Go home and get your effing shine box, okay? Bye. I don't like that guy. Okay. So anyway, I just don't like haters in general. Look, I try to be fair with them, but they're not fair people. They don't stop the ball breaking, and they don't stop being rude. And I'm just tired of these people, man. I just really, Laura, you could keep all these haters. I don't want them. Okay. They're all for you. Take Laura. I'm talking about the bad Laura, not the good Laura. I'm talking about the Brooklyn Laura. You could keep all these haters to yourself. So anyway, it's a shame that it seems like the Florida girl has become a hater. It seems that way, which is very sad because, assuming for a second, okay, anyone who calls me a cat, you're banded. Goodbye. Bye. Um, it's. I just feel like I never met somebody in my whole life like the Florida girl. You know, I never ever met anybody like her. I never met somebody. Hold on here. You want to completely get rid of you want to she wanted to fight with you a little bit, sister. You've been fighting with her all day. I don't think you should get rid of her. I mean, unless she goes off the top. Did you completely like just kicked her off? You could just erase some of her comments. I mean, unless she goes off the top. But if you don't want to deal with her, it's fine. But anyway, my whole suggestion is this: as long as people don't go off the top, I don't really care. Even haters can come here, but the problem is they go off the top. And when they go off the top, then I can't handle it. But as long as they keep it relatively respectful, then they're all is welcomed. But anyway, I'll leave that up to you, sister. Hold on for a second.
Yeah, I'm just saying that, like, it's because Anthony, I just don't like you, Antonio. So I'm going to boot you again, Antonio. I don't like you. You are a terrible human being. You're a disgusting human being, and guess what? I don't want you on the live stream. Is that simple enough for you? I don't like you. I don't like you. I mean, the guy acts like he's liked. He's an idiot. Hold on. I would say you could leave Laura on as long as she behaves herself, like to a certain degree. I would say you could leave her on because unfortunately, sister, she's a part of this conversation because she's connected to the Florida girl. You follow me? She's like her best friend forever. So it's like I kind of like having her on the live streams, but you try to control her. And remember, you have the power. You could delete her comments. You could keep her under control because this is our live stream. But to completely boot her off, I mean, I don't think so. I would have completely boot her off because unfortunately she's like a part of this. I hate to say it, like she's connected unfortunately to the Florida girl. Isn't it terrible how this all worked out? Oh, New York State of mind there. All right, this guy I don't like. Half century man. This guy 100% kicked this low life piece of human garbage, piece of human trash out of here. Bro, go home and get your effing shine box, man. You piece of trash. You're human garbage. That guy, just get rid of him. Hey, what's up there, T Dyer? Antonio, I'm telling you, man, you better be freaking good, man, because I don't want to deal with you tonight. So anyway, this is not a complicated thing. This is not a complicated thing. It's a very simple thing. Does the Florida girl have to be with me in a relationship? The answer is no. The answer is no. Okay. Does the Florida girl have to talk to my children? Nope. Absolutely not. Okay. Can she ignore me and the children? The answer is yes. But she cannot keep $10,000. She can't do it. She got $10,000 in a way that was terrible. Okay, but the thing is, Lupo, if she doesn't pay the money back, then do you understand why I'm doing what I'm doing? Do you at least understand that? Okay, put aside, look, you're talking about legalities, correct? I'm talking about what's called a moral compass. You're talking about legalities. Legally, does she have to pay back the money? No, I agree with you. But what she did was not morally right. My mother and my wife passed away in 2 weeks. Why is she accepting money from me? Knowing that she has no time for me. Apparently, knowing she doesn't want to be in a relationship with me. Correct? Do you think that's good, Lupo? I mean, I'm just asking you. Do you feel that that's good? Put aside legalities for a second. Put aside legalities. Right, that's what I'm saying, Jen Jen. It's like put aside legalities. That was not cool what she did. All right, Sparkles. I just don't like talking about the name of restaurants on live streams, though. So the way I look at it is, if she wants to do me completely dirty, which it seems like she does. Listen, can we be honest? It seems like the Florida girl has made a decision here. Laura and T. Dyer. The decision that she's made is as follows. Not only does she want to ignore me, okay, I'm just telling you the way the Florida girl is handling everything. Not only does she want to ignore me, good night, Sparkles. We'll talk soon, okay? I'll tell you the name of the restaurant and everything. Not only does she want to ignore me, not only does she want to keep the money and not pay it back, but she wants to also be best friends with like Laura. I'm not talking about you, Laura. I'm talking about Brooklyn Laura. She wants to be. She's not my blood sister, no, but I consider her to be a sister. She's wonderful to me. She not only does she want to ignore me, not only does she want to not pay the money back, but she wants to apparently humiliate me in haters' discords, because they're telling me every day, haters. Every day, these haters are coming to these live streams and telling me the most disgusting things that she's saying. Like, I mean, things that are horrible. Like, she's making it seem like I'm the most violent man. I'm the most vicious man. I'm the most horrible man. You know, I don't know. 1 minute I'm handsome. She thinks every day she's telling me I'm a handsome guy. She loves me every day. Then with haters, she's saying, well, she only said that to appease me. You know what I mean? So the thing is that she's taking this to levels. Thank you, Vince. But remember, Vince, I'm only into women. But I just can't, in good conscience, unfortunately. I know, but it's not a question of staying away from her. It's a question of I can't let her get away with it. So I've been thinking to myself, how could I handle this situation? I've been thinking about this for the past few months. Obviously, the first way I could handle this is I could have contacted the Catfish YouTube channels, correct? But by me doing that, I feel like it's going to hurt her. And I don't want to hurt her. She doesn't understand. I actually have feelings for her. I don't want to go to a Catfish YouTube channel where I'm going to be giving them her name and giving them her picture and giving them, all of her private information, because I actually feel that could hurt her. I understand that, Jen, but because of the way she did it, I can't just let it go and forget about it. You know what I mean? I can't, Jen. I can't. I just can't do it. I can't. I'm sorry. I just can't. Like, everyone keeps telling me that. You're in Palm Springs. It's beautiful. I just can't. I don't know. I can't do it. I can't. Like, what am I supposed to do? I I don't like this guy. I don't even think it's him, but I don't like this guy. No, it's just that I can't. I feel like I feel like okay. Let's say I do the following. Okay, let's say I just completely stop talking about this. Right? I completely stop talking about this, and I let her go on with her life. Right? She keeps the money. Now, understand though, she's not only keeping the money though. She's ignoring me, and she's best friends with haters. She's best friends with people who try to torment me and my children every day. So let's say I do what Jen says. Don't you think in a way she won? I think she wins. Jen, she wins because she's keeping the money. Listen, let's analyze it. She's keeping the 10,000, right? She's ignoring me, correct? And she's also best friends with haters. Do you understand they're setting up? No, but listen to me. They're setting up like I guess they're gonna have a meet and greet where they're gonna have drinks together. From what I'm hearing, like the haters, they raised like a couple of thousand. I don't know. Oh no, she definitely spent the money. There's no question about that, pretty princess. But it's not about that DNA. It's not about that. I don't think you know what it is. I don't think that no one's gonna understand it. Okay, I'm going to try to explain it to you all, and I don't think you're going to get it, but I'm going to try my very, very best to explain to you why it's not as easy. This is not a normal breakup. This is not a normal breakup. My wife and my mother passed away. Do you know how hard that was? Does anyone have an idea? I mean, I'm sure that everyone lost loved ones, but do you have any idea how hard it is to lose your spouse and then your mother in a 2 week period? I don't know if you understand the pain and suffering. That's the highest level. The highest level. All right. I understand that she had drinks with people already. I already know all of this. You're not giving me any new news. Freaking moron. Discourse. All right. You understand that, right? You're right, Janine. Yeah, it's funny, right? Apefather TV. Okay. So losing my wife and my mom in a 2 week period probably should have destroyed me. And I'm lucky I'm still standing. And the reason why I'm still standing is because of my two beautiful children. My two beautiful children give me strength. God bless the two of them. I love them so much. Okay. But this is the thing. Thank God I had them. So I didn't have my children. I have no idea where I would be right now. I have no idea. Thank God for my children. That's all I have to say. God bless them. They keep me strong. Okay. But this is the thing. I started living, I'm just going to explain this to you. I started living my life being a full time dad for about 6 months. Okay. Pretty princess, I lost both my folks 4 years apart. It's killing my heart, Richard. I don't know how you feel. I took care of both my folks. I was always around them day and night. Yes, I was with first of all, God bless your parents. Pretty princess, I am so sorry for your losses. You know, God bless you and God bless your family. God bless you and God bless your family. It is so hard. I know your pain that you're feeling. I know your pain. Believe me. I deal with it every single morning and every night throughout the whole day. I have pain in my heart. So I know what you're feeling, and God bless you and your family. You're welcome. Um, so what I don't have siblings. I'm an only child. Yeah, I wish I did have siblings. I don't. I'm an only child. So getting back, do you want to know what the Florida girl represented when she said the following things to me? When she said, I want to be a lifetime person. See, I don't know if she says that to everybody she meets. I'm starting to get the impression that she might. But Laura, I'm starting to get the I'm starting to get the direct impression because you know what she tells me? She has all these like friends. It does represent hope, yes, but a little bit more than that. It also represents a second chance
okay, for happiness, which I'm going to go into. Um, it represents that I see what happened was when she said my wife's spirit came to her to protect me and the children. And she started acting. See, this is the stuff she doesn't tell everybody. She was acting like a wife. She was telling me, Richie, set up the doctor's appointments for the kids. How are they doing in school? Get Sophia needs her shoes, her sneakers, her clothes, and this. Now, maybe it's possible she just does this for everybody, but to me, it reminded me of my wife. I'm starting to think maybe I might have misunderstood things. I mean, but she did say she loves me every day. Yes, I am Italian. She did say every morning she loves me. Every night she loves me. She said, "It's all for you, Richie. Everything is for you. My body's for you." That doesn't seem like a friend, right? Right. I mean, we had little sexual things, but they weren't big, mostly over the phone. We had a little kissing action in the car. I want to be a gentleman. I don't want to get into it. There's little things we did, but nothing big, like maybe first base, second base, right? Nothing big. But the thing is that I did believe in my heart that she had genuine love for me. I don't know if it was as a girlfriend. I'm just trying to figure it out. Maybe she had genuine love as a friend. I can't figure it out. I don't know. I don't know. But all I know is this. Okay. All I know is I started getting very scared when she was taking this money. You understand? She was accepting this money, and she wasn't, in my opinion, doing things that would prove she's real. See, a lot of people are making this like it's not a big deal that she didn't invite us over her house for dinner when we were in Florida. A lot of people say, Richie, it's no big deal. I read all the haters' comments. They're like, she didn't have to have you over her house. I beg to differ. Can you imagine I drove 17 hours to Florida, of which I spent $25,000 on my Florida vacation with my kids? She did benefit from a lot of that, gambling money, restaurants. Plus, I gave her $10,000, that she received. $10,000. Okay. So the thing is, how could she not invite us over, me and the kids, for a dinner? You understand? Like, how could she not do that? So what are the reasons? What is the logical reasons why she wouldn't do that? You know, I think the most obvious one is because she doesn't live alone in that house, right? That's probably the most logical conclusion, that there is a man living there. Now, when she lost her phone, which was supposedly going to be the last weekend I was in Florida, she lost her phone. I couldn't contact her. It was a weird thing. She left her. This is what the story she gave me. She said the last weekend I was planned, I actually extended the trip. But before she knew I extended the trip, the last weekend I was in Florida, she misplaced her phone in her friend's car for, like, I guess, 3 days. So I got very scared because I couldn't reach her. I didn't know, God forbid, if she got hurt. I started getting worried about her because that was unlike her. You know what I mean? That was unlike her. David, I'm going to get rid of you because I don't like you and I think you're trash. Okay, so everybody say goodbye to David. I don't want to deal with this guy. Who wants to deal with a Mama Luke like this? Anyway, continuing, I didn't stalk her. I looked up her address because, can you imagine that I couldn't reach her for 3 days in Florida? I was worried about her. That, like, this was our last weekend. We were going home that Monday. Don't you find it to be strange that she was missing in action on Friday? Missing in action on Saturday, missing in action on Sunday. If it was real, T Dialer, I would give it 10,000 a month, brother. We talked about this. I have a settlement check. Listen to me. I have a settlement check coming in. I was ready to. You want to hear what I was ready to do, brother? I was ready to buy a house in Florida, and I wanted her to just spend. Like, I was not giving her money because I was buying her. I was giving her money because I loved her. I loved her so much, and I wanted her to stop working so hard. The girl's working 3 jobs. I wanted her to be able to get well-deserved rest. You understand? But I don't want to get into that right now. We'll get into that a little later. You're a wonderful man, T. Dialer. God bless you. You're great to your wife. You're both very lucky to have each other. But so getting back to what I was saying, the only reason I looked her up, you understand, because I had her real name, her first name, her last name, is I wanted to make sure she was safe. When I got to her house in Florida, I just left a little envelope just stating, I hope you're okay, honey. Please, here's my email address. If for whatever reason you can't call me, email me, or, remember I'm Apefather. You could always go on, the Apefather YouTube channel and contact me there. Plus, I told her the hotel I was staying at, if for whatever reason she didn't remember the hotel. Of course, I gave her my name, my last name. So I noticed there was a white pickup truck that was parked, you know, in her driveway. Now she claims, this is what she says, that it's her friend's, a girlfriend of hers. It's a girlfriend's white pickup truck, and she said that there was toys in the bottom of it, of the truck. So I kind of like, I kind of just accepted it, T. Dialer. I said to myself, I'm gonna believe her. I'm gonna believe her that the white pickup truck is not a man's white pickup truck. But it always bothered me why she didn't have us over her house. I just thought it was very strange. Like I never said anything to her. I let it go. But I remember leaving Florida thinking to myself, why did she not have me and the kids over her house? How is that possible? How is it possible that I just gave this girl $10,000? I drove 17 hours one way to Florida where I spent $25,000. How could she not invite? And that's what she was even saying, by the way, before we even got there. She kept saying, "Oh, I would love to make you guys a nice dinner." She was saying this to us before we went to Florida. Thank you very much. She was saying that to us before I got to Florida. She was like, "I want to cook you guys a nice home cooked meal," but she never did it. It's weird, right? Okay. So when I got home from the Jersey Shore, she said another very weird thing to me. She said to me, Rich, I was thinking about renting out my house. She was saying to me, she was like, I have this friend of mine who's a man. I've known him for like, I don't know, 15 years, whatever she said. And, he has a daughter. And she said that she wanted the man to rent out her house. Okay. So I started thinking to myself, I was in Florida for a month. I started thinking to myself, maybe that's a way that she was trying to figure out like a way that there was a man living there the whole time. You follow me? And maybe that was just a way for her to slip it in. It was like such a strange thing. I was at Brooklyn Pizza with my kids. I will never forget this day. I was at Brooklyn Square. It's called Brooklyn Square. We're sitting down, we're having square pizza. Just as good. It's like a second best to L&B, Brooklyn Square. So I call her up. I say, "Hey honey, how you doing today?" And she was like, "Look, I want to talk to you." She says, I have a friend of mine. He's like he's a male friend. I know him like 15 years. He wants to rent out my house. He wants to live there with his daughter, and I'm gonna make like a separate entrance. She said, I don't know where she was gonna do it, like in the garage. I think she said I'll have like a separate entry. Now, of course, there's no problem that she could do that, but I just thought it. I don't know. Maybe I'm just overthinking it. You know what I mean? But I just started thinking to myself, is it possible that there's a man living in this house, right? Because again, I just didn't understand why she couldn't have us over for dinner. I mean, I know that Brooklyn Laura over here is never going to agree with me. Brooklyn Laura had us over her house for Christmas, and she had us. What was it? Christmas Eve? Excuse me. She had us over for Christmas Eve. She had us over for Thanksgiving. Okay, and yet she's arguing. This is the funny thing. She's arguing that the Florida girl had every right. She had every right to not have us over her house for one dinner for spaghetti and meatballs. There's a thing it's called respect. It's called respect. I don't know, Laura. Maybe you're right. Maybe her house was messy. I don't know. I don't get it. Well, then why not just? Well, here's another thing she could have did. She could have paid for a dinner for us at least. She never even offered to do that. She could have did. I mean, I gave the girl 10,000. Maybe she could have took I don't know, $100 and bought us a little friggin' Mexican food or something, anything. She never even offered to pay for one single dinner. Nothing. And there was another time where she won $1,000 at the casino. You know what she used to always say to me? She used to always say, "Rich, you were so good to me that if I ever have good luck in my life, you know what she said to me? I want to pay for a beautiful dinner, okay, for you and the kids." When I got home from the Jersey Shore, she won $1,000 at the casino. So I never forget. She calls me up. She's like, Rich, I won $1,000. I was like, that's great. I was thinking she was going to send me like a couple of $100 to take the kids out for dinner. Never did. Now, again, I just want to be clear. When I was at the casino, she was my partner. I just want to be clear. Every time I won, 50% of everything I won went to her. Now, would I want 50%? No. If she won $1,000, couldn't she throw me $150 after all the things I did for her? For the kids, to take me out for the kids to get like, dinner or something? I couldn't imagine being poor and working three jobs and gambling, then gambling with someone else's money and not trying to reciprocate that. I mean, the thing is, when she won the thousand though, she could have just thrown me like $150, $100, because again, that's what she even said. So the reason why, after making sure you're not a killer, she knew I wasn't a killer. Come on, man. She spent an entire month with us in Florida, and I was with my children. Come on, she loved the kids. At least I thought she did. Right. I don't even know this. I think this is the fake Back to the Future because he would be a mod. This is the fake Back to the Future. Yeah, this is the fake Back to the Future. Just get rid of that guy. The point of what I'm trying to make all of you understand is this. Can I just get to the point? She wasn't acting like someone who really cared about us. You understand? That's the point here. The point is that she wasn't acting like someone who really cared about us. And then it keeps getting better and better and better. Well, you're going to learn the story. When I got home to the Jersey Shore, see, now you probably don't know this story if you're all new here. If you're all new here, you're not going to know the story. There was a girl, Sarah, who came to my live stream before the Florida girl, okay, when my wife and my mom first passed away. This was unfortunately my first experience with what I'll say an alleged love card. God bless her, because the poor girl passed away of an accidental overdose. I don't want to talk about her too much, but let's just say she promised to come to the Jersey Shore. I'm talking about Sarah now. She was from New Orleans. She was going to spend the entire summer with us. I gave her all this money to help her out, which was going to be kind of like our deal. I help her. She was going to come help us. I gave her a total of $13,000. Okay. She got her Botox done on her lips. She got hair extensions. She was a stripper. God bless her. I know you're probably like, what? I don't know. Maybe I was thinking I was Richard Gere from the movie Pretty Woman. I still don't even know what I was thinking. She had a good heart though. She was talking to me every day, like 4 to 5 hours a day. The thing that touched my heart about her was her father committed suicide when she was a young girl. And I don't know, I just immediately, my heart went out to her for that. I think she was a kind person too, Laura. I think she was a very kind person. God bless her soul. But the point is that she still kind of did the wrong thing though. She told me that she was afraid to come to the Jersey Shore. I said, "Why, honey?" She goes, "What happens if you don't like me?" I said, "That would never happen." But she goes, "What happens if it doesn't work out with us?" Laura, you have to understand this. She said, "I need to have some kind of a security blanket, because God forbid if you don't like me, I have no money to get a hotel. I have no money to eat. I have no money to travel back to New Orleans." So I thought about it and I said it makes sense. So I said to her, "Well, what can I do for you to make you feel more comfortable?" She said, "If I had $6,000 in the bank," she actually said that exact amount. "If I had $6,000 in the bank, I would feel 100% confident to come to the Jersey Shore," she said, and to spend the entire summer with you. What's up, Randy? Randy from Dover. I know it's your last name, but I'm making a joke. Dover, Rover, Clover, forget about it. I gave her the $6,000, Laura, and she never came to the Jersey Shore. So, for those reasons, even though she is a very sweet girl, I still think it was a love con. I'm going to say it's alleged. God bless her because she passed away, but I'm fairly confident. I'm fairly confident, Laura, that it was a love con. But God bless her. May she rest in peace. Getting back to the Florida girl who knew all of this, by the way. I want you all to understand the Florida girl knew all of this. She knew all of this. God bless Sarah. Like I said, I listen, she passed away. I don't want to talk about her in a negative way. Let's all say a prayer for Sarah and her family. May she rest in peace. God bless her. The Florida girl knew all of this. This is what I'm trying to make all. It's not that she didn't know. She knew. Like she actually said. Listen. She actually said to me. I'm going to tell you what she exactly said. She said, "I cannot believe that after you gave Sarah $13,000, right?" She goes, "I cannot believe that she did not get her ass on a plane to the Jersey Shore." She goes, "It's disgusting. It's terrible." Yeah, the ghosting is not good, T. Tyler. I was a Florida girl supporter myself. Before all of this ghosting and ignoring, brother. There is no scam, WTF. I never committed a scam. You're a psychopath. Come on, web dev, stop talking stupid, please. Let's get rid of this guy. So the thing is, after the Florida trip, when I gave the Florida girl $10,000, I naturally assumed that she would come to the Jersey Shore. You understand? I naturally assumed it. Now, why did I naturally assume it? Because she was knocking Sarah for not doing that. You understand? She was knocking Sarah. She was saying Sarah should have got her ass on a plane. That you gave that girl $13,000, and she should come down to the Jersey Shore. So anyway, I naturally assumed that the Florida girl was not going to do the same messed up thing to me. Oh my God. So anyway, you're funny, Randy. When I asked the Florida girl, they're crazy people, Randy. When I asked the Florida girl to come down to the Jersey Shore, her answer was her answer was it's too cold, which it wasn't too cold. It was 73 degrees. And her answer also was she's too busy. She's too busy. So that's when I started to feel in my heart something is rotten in Denmark here. I started getting scared. Like she probably didn't realize. You know what's funny? Both of us were kind of scared of each other. Isn't it kind of funny if you think about it? We both had fears. She had fears. I don't know why she said that she feared me. I don't know why she feared me. I just I don't know. I'm just the guy who wanted her to be a real girlfriend. I think the reason why she feared me is because I got upset every time she acted like a con artist. I am definitely not a scam artist. If it walks like a duck, talks like a duck, and swims like a duck, and quacks like a duck, Randy, it's a duck. So anyway, my fear was happening. She always talks about that she's afraid. She always talks about she's afraid. I was afraid. Me. I was afraid because I'm saying to myself, this is not cool, man. The fact that she just got $10,000 from me, didn't invite me over her house, me and the kids, for a little spaghetti and meatballs. Okay? Didn't come to the Jersey Shore. After she said, before she got the money, I want to be clear. Before she got the 10,000, she was ripping Sarah a new a-hole. I'm talking to Florida girl. The Florida girl was ripping Sarah a new a-hole, saying, I cannot believe that this girl took $13,000 from you, and she should have her ass on a plane coming to the Jersey Shore. It's unlimited, Randy. Randy, this is actually a slow day, Randy. You're witnessing a slow day. When these guys are on a roll, forget about it. They have like 10,000 alt accounts. It could have been, sister, it could have been anything. I could care less. Yeah, I would have been very happy with toasted scrambled eggs. It could have been anything. Listen, Tom, who we know as WTF, let's just say that you are not in any way, shape, or form a person that anybody wants in their life. Okay? Nobody wants you in their life, including me. I'm not trying to convince myself, Druka, I have to get a billion views. If I leave it at that she's a catfish, then that's the end of the conversation. I have to analyze every single possible scenario because I'm getting a billion views out of this, okay? Do you capiche? Freaking ball breaking, this guy. Forget about it. They're crazy people, man. I'll get there, Randy. Okay, so anyway, she never comes to the Jersey Shore. This is after I gave the girl 10,000. After I went to Florida, spent 25,000. Well, realistically, this all happened about a year ago. I was in Florida in August. But the reason why it's all coming out now is because we're gonna get into that, pretty princess. The relationship is pretty much coming to an end. So now the truth is all coming out. The relationship is pretty much now ending. It's coming to an end now. But technically, what you're hearing, the storyline did occur last August. So I was actually going to get into that. Okay. But let me erase this here. So the next part is she claims that she had a lot of tragedies in her life. I believe her. I believe the girl. I wanted to support her. It's very sad, No, but it's very sad. I'm sure she's telling the truth. That she had godchildren. A friend of us with a major car accident. Herself, she was in a major car accident as well. And she was healing, getting injections on her jaw. God bless her. Look, I fully supported her. I want to be clear, guys, to the point where I did not have sex with her for 9 months. Do you feel that that's being patient? Do you feel that that's being supportive? Oh my God, I hate these haters. Thank you, Randy. Randy, she thinks I'm the most evil person in the world, I think. It's funny. You're telling me I handled it good, right? The Florida girl is like acting like I'm a monster, Randy. She's acting like I'm a monster. Okay, but anyway, we'll talk about that in a few minutes, right? Anyway, let me continue. So I did give her my full support, you know, that she was not either. Yeah, Randy, that's what I know, Randy. I understand. Thank you, T. Dyer. Thank you. So here's where my breaking point got. You want to hear where my breaking point got? I know what you're about to say, Antonio, and I'm gonna say it before you. My breaking point was after she was not calling me, it was like she was calling me like one time a day, like at gas stations. Again, I never understood why she couldn't call me in front of her mother. I never understood why she couldn't call me at work. I mean, she works at home, guys. She doesn't work at an office. She works at home. I just never understood. Like, it just always put this, like, like we have like food for thought in your head. She was always calling me at like a gas station, brother. She was always calling me at like a parking lot. And it was like one time a day. And it just got to the point, I don't know, man. it just got to the point where I said to myself, I need to get some kind of proof. Listen to me, Randy. I don't know, man. I don't know. Randy, this is what I said to her. Why don't you send me a little sexy picture on Valentine's Day? Now, let me explain to you what I was talking about. I wasn't asking for like a nude picture. It could have been maybe her panties, maybe, her in her bra. Now, you might say, what's up there, Sicilian Irish man? There was a white truck in her driveway. She says that it was a friend of hers. I don't know. I still don't know. But anyway, do you want to know what this sexy picture represented on Valentine's Day? The sexy picture represented that she was real. I was looking for something, anything at this point, because we weren't having sex. Okay. I was looking for something that I could say, right, effort, that I could say she's really into me. Because again, I want to reiterate, she was saying she loves me every morning. She was saying she loves me every night. She was telling me her whole body is for me. I'm quoting her. It's all for you, Richie. My apple pie, my body, everything is for you. It's all for you. She has a man with her daughter and they share the house. Well, that's listen, you want to laugh? I'm gonna actually agree with Ra, whatever you want to say. Listen to me. I was at Brooklyn Square. I was at Brooklyn Square Pizza with my kids. Okay. And she calls me up, right? Check this out. No, I'm sorry, I called her. This was like when I got home to the Jersey Shore. She said to me, Richie, I was thinking about renting out my house to a guy who has a daughter. She goes, this is a good friend of mine. And she goes, I was thinking about, I'll have like a private entry, she said. She said, I'll have a private entry into the house. So I remember feeling when she said that to me, I remember feeling that, was that a way for her to make me, because we were getting very tight at that point. We were getting very, very close in the relationship. And maybe if I ever came back to Florida, like she knew that I would want to come to the house. You follow me? Because at this point we were getting very tight. We were getting very close. So it's very possible that what Jara is saying is true. It's very possible. Listen, it's very possible that what you're saying is true. Because I want you to know she said that to me. She said that exact thing to me. She goes, Richie, I'm thinking about renting out. Listen to me, it's possible, brother. You may be telling the truth. As much as I don't like you, you understand I don't like you, right? Okay. You might be telling the truth. Let me get rid of this guy. There's a possibility that this hater might be telling the truth because she actually mentioned that to me on the phone. She goes, I was thinking about renting out my house. I have a friend of mine who's a man. And well, Randy, she actually said it to me, Randy, on the phone. Randy, she said it to me herself on the phone. I'm going to tell you her words. Her words is, I have a buddy of mine. I know him for like 15, 20 years. Well, listen, I don't like you either, but I know you don't lie, and maybe you're telling the truth. Um, so she mentioned to me one time, she mentioned to me that there was a man she wanted to rent her house out to. And that she said it was a friend of hers for a very long period of time. She goes, I know this guy like 15, 20 years. He's got a daughter. She says, I want to get like a side entrance. She said, I want to get a side entrance, maybe through the garage. And the sick thing, T. Dialer, is that their Discord of haters is all about me. You want to know all these people talk about T. Dialer is me. They're all obsessed, Norman Bates, psychopathic lunatics, T. Dialer. The haters Discord is all about me. I'm the main subject. It's crazy, right, Randy? So anyway, getting back. Well, listen, I'm a popular guy. What can I say? Hopefully, one day you'll have 400 people in there. One day you even get into the thousands. Okay. So the bottom line is this: do you all feel that I had very good reason to believe? Okay, listen. Do you all feel, based on everything I'm saying to you, right? Based on everything I'm saying to you, Randy, Sicilian Irish man, do you believe, and Dyer, that I had good reason to believe that this was a possible love card, right? Or a catfish, right? Would you agree? Like, who agrees with me? Or do you all think that I'm a psychopathic nut job? Because that's the way she's acting. She's acting like I had no good reason to believe this. No good reason. You concur 100%. Okay. So here's basically what happened. Okay. I started to try to talk to her about this. Believe it or not, I actually tried to talk to her like a gentleman. But I was starting to reach my end. I was starting to reach my end. Rudy Giuliani in the house here. I started to reach my end. This was like getting to the point now where I think that the entire year was catching up to me of my mother passing away, my wife passing away in 2 weeks, Sarah taking 13,000 for me in an alleged love card, the Florida girl taking 10,000 and basically not coming to the Jersey Shore, not inviting us over her house for dinner, not wanting to be sexual, not wanting to be romantic, hardly calling me like once a day at gas stations or parking lots. It could be very true, Jara. It could be very true. So my patience at this point was getting to an all-time low. Okay. So I started to talk to her and I asked her basically straight up, straight up. I'm like, what's going on here? You're not acting like a real girlfriend. I kept telling her, you're not acting like a good girlfriend. You're not. So she says to me like this, what do you want me to do? What do you want me to do? Now, at the time, we couldn't have real sex, Randy, because she's living 1,700 miles away. She's in Florida. I'm in the Jersey Shore, right? Okay. I said, why don't we do this? Can you give me a call like 3 to 4 times a day? Now, Randy, I want to be clear. 3 to 4 times a day. It could be quick calls. I know she's busy. It could be like 10 minutes, 15 minutes. I'm not asking, like, I'm not saying she has to call me an hour each call, but I just wanted her to check in with me, check in with me in the morning, check in with me maybe when she's a quick little say hello on lunchtime, after she's done with work, before she goes to sleep. I figured like 3 to 4 times a day. I don't think that that's a lot to ask, right? No, but do you think that's a lot to ask for her to call me like three? Like that's all I asked her. I said because she asked me, "What do you want me to do to prove to you I'm a better girlfriend? That I really care about you?" I said, "Give me a call about 3 to 4 times a day." Then I said to her, throughout the day, see, I'm a romantic. I know you guys are gonna laugh at me. Yeah, we're gonna talk about all of that in a second, Randy. But I'm a romantic. I know you guys. Thank you, pretty princess. I'm a romantic. I know you're gonna laugh at me. But I like little things like playful things. Like I used to tell her, why can't you just text me like throughout the day? Not a lot, a couple of times. I'm thinking about you. I'm missing you. Maybe a little sexual like reference, like honey, my apple pie, it's all for you. Or I can't wait to go in the shower with you and be all nice and bubbly. And there were times she was doing it. I want to be clear to you. There was the times when she did everything right. I effing loved this girl. I loved her. I really admit it to you. And again, I know you think I'm a psycho for saying it, but I was the times when she did it right, which was very few and far between. It was only a couple of times. The majority of times she wasn't doing it. So anyway, I'm just continuing the story, Sicilian Irishman here. You would talk to your chick back and forth 20 times a day, random shit all day, right? So 3 to 4 times a day is really not asking a lot, right? Okay. So she started to not do the things I was asking. Now, again, I get it. Her story was because of the godchildren, because of her friends getting involved in very serious accidents. She has to be the full time caretaker for her mom. She was like not doing these things. But the problem I have, you're on the phone with your girl all the time, Randy. Exactly. The problem I had is I started feeling like I just wasn't important. Now, she was a wonderful friend. She was going to the hospital all the time, being by the side of the God. Let me tell you something. This girl's a great friend. She's a great godmother. You want me to compliment her? I'm going to compliment her. She's a wonderful daughter. Okay. She was doing everything for everybody. She's doing everything for her mom. She's doing everything for her godkids. She's doing everything for her friends. But she was forgetting me. It's like that song, put me in, coach. I'm ready to play today. Put me in, coach. Like, don't forget about me. In other words, I'm not saying I supported 100% that she has to take care of her mom. I support 100% she has to be there at the bedside for her godkids. I support 100% she's got to be there for her friends. Don't forget about me. Find a little balance in your life. I was her boyfriend, I thought at least, right? Okay. She wasn't doing it. It just started getting to a point. I found myself waiting around all night. I don't even know what's real anymore, Jara. I don't know what's real. Honestly, brother, how she's acting, Jara, how she's treating me, ignoring me for 4 months straight, how she's treating me, not caring about my side at all, not caring, like not even caring about my side. I don't know what's real about her anymore. I can't even give you an intellectual comment. I don't know what's real anymore because she's acting like someone that I never even knew. I don't even know who this girl is anymore. So anyway, this is where the verbal stuff happened. The verbal threats that she says. This is when it happened. Okay. I started feeling like this whole thing is fugazi. I started feeling like this whole thing was fake. And I don't know. I guess I had a nervous breakdown, maybe, because I don't ever talk to women this way. Guys, I was married for 20 years. Well, my wife, Jennifer, never had any type of major problems. If we had a problem, me and Jen, we never went to sleep angry. We work out the problem like this in a few minutes. But we had an amazing marriage, me and my wife, filled with unconditional love. She was the greatest wife, my best friend, my soulmate. Thank you so much, Proverbs. That's right, Randy. Who knows? Sometimes I wonder if she's coming here. I don't even know. Sometimes I wonder that. There are times I think it might be her. I don't know. Anyway, this is where the verbal threats happened. I just told her, look, I don't think you're interested in me. Why don't you pay me back? Just pay me back. It could be like $100, $200 a month. I wasn't asking for a lot of money. And she's like, I got no money. I'm not going to pay you back. It was just the whole relationship was going to shit. It was like I waited 9 months, man. 9 months. No, Johnny Maestro was the best. And she wasn't, you know what I wanted, Jen? You think I was wrong? I just wanted her to prove to me she was real, Jen. Jen, I just wanted her to, like, I wanted her to, Richie, like, this is what I wanted to hear. Honey, I want to do something special for you. You've been waiting here 9 months, no sex. I'm constantly busy with work. I'm constantly busy taking care of my godkids, my mom, my friends. Here's what we're gonna do. Give me like a month. Even if she would have said 2 months, I seriously, give me a couple of months. I'm gonna fly out. But I just wanted her to say it. I wanted to hear her voice. I'm gonna fly out to the Jersey Shore. I'm gonna make it up to you. You understand what I'm saying to you? I am gonna make it up to you so big that you have no idea in the bedroom, baby. It's gonna be something out of like, you and me, baby, ain't nothing but mammals. Let's do it like we do on the Discovery Channel. I wanted to hear something like that. You understand? She wasn't doing it, Jen. I can't stand this guy. Pepe, this guy. He's a good guy, Pepe, but Pepe, you're always laughing at me in the background. You know, Pepe, I saw on your channel you put a picture of me with an egghead, Pepe. Do you deny that? Pepe, on your YouTube channel, you have me with an egghead. I don't know what Pepe's thing is with me. It's like obviously this guy doesn't like me very much, and from the people are saying that the Florida girl flirts with him. I know it said your name. It said Pepe. All right, whatever. Anyway, all right. So forget it. I apologize. It's a fake Pepe. I don't know anything about the girl, Randy. I couldn't even tell you. I don't know anything about her. But after all of this was said and done, and she wasn't proving to me that she really like loved me, that she really cared about me. I made a mistake, guys. And Pepe, I want to admit something to you. I made a mistake. Okay. I flipped out on the girl. I think I had a nervous breakdown. Look, I think that between my wife passing away, my mother passing away, what Sarah did to me, taking the $13,000, never coming to the Jersey Shore, that alleged love card, that the Florida girl took the 10,000, never invited us for dinner at her house. Again, there was the white pickup truck. I don't know what that white pickup truck is. Then she said she wanted to rent the house out to a guy that has a daughter. The haters are all saying that guy like lived there. You know what I mean? I don't like this guy. Is old as shit. It's like a combination. She didn't want to have sex. She doesn't want to be romantic. She has no time for me, no time to check her phone. It just all got to me, man. It all got to me. So that's what I said to her. You know, I couldn't handle it. You don't want to pay me back. You don't want to be a girlfriend. You don't want nothing to do with me. I'm just saying, Peppy, I lost it. I had a little bit of what's called a minor nervous breakdown. I had a minor nervous breakdown. And that's when I said those horrible things to her. Like, first of all, one of the things I said, I don't even think was that horrible. Like, if Peppy, if I said you should be swimming with the fishes, I mean, Peppy would laugh. Jen, you would laugh. Like, if I said, say hello to my little friend, and by the way, my little friend is not little. But I don't think that you would take that so serious. She actually took that, like, she got very scared at that comment that I said you should be swimming with the fishes. That's a quote from The Godfather. She got really scared though over that. No, but I'm just saying that if you ever watch the movie The Godfather, that's like I'm just saying that. Listen, do you know how many times people have said that to me in Brooklyn? Like, how many times people say, what am I, a clown? Am I effing here to amuse you? It's like, I don't know. I just, it's quotes from movies. But she took it, Lupo, she took it very seriously. Of course I didn't mean it, Lupo. Lupo, I would never hurt her. I would never hurt her. I don't want her car to blow up. I don't want anything to happen to her. That's right, Home Alone, right. I don't want nothing. I wanted good things to happen for her. Good things. I wanted to love her. I wanted to take care of her. I wanted to be a great boyfriend. I wanted to be wonderful to her, but I said things out of anger because I thought I was being love conned. And some people think I am being love conned, right? Like everybody here has actually said, Rich, you're not, it's not that this is a possibility you're being love conned. It is an absolute definite thing. It's definite you're being love conned, right? That's what all of you feel, right? I did sincerely apologize, but she said because look, it happened a few times, maybe multiple times. Guys, I wish you could just understand that I had the hardest year of my life. Randy gets it. Jen gets it. I had the hard, like she's making it seem like I didn't have the hardest year of my life. I had the hardest year of my life. Thank you, Randy. So that's the first thing that she's holding against me. Okay. She's holding this against me. and as justification to ghost me, as justification to never speak to me again. And that's just how she feels. She feels you threatened my life, you threatened me, even though I've apologized a million times over it. I made her a beautiful, sincere apology. I swore to her I would never do that again. But if you break my balls, I'm going to kick you out of here, CTZ. But that's the only reason why I did it, T Dyer. I did it because I thought, I believed, I got scared. I got scared. I believed I was getting conned for a second time, by the way. So, anyway, how did the video start? She started ignoring me at this point. I think it was out of anger for the comments that I said to her. And that's what I just told her. She was ignoring me a lot. She was ignoring me a lot. AMC forever. Okay. You can laugh, but it's been doing well. Not financial advice. I'm not a financial planner. Entertainment purposes, you know. Thank you, T. Dyer. So anyway, long story short, when she started ignoring me, I couldn't handle it no more. Because I told her from the beginning of the relationship, guys, I was like, I cannot handle being ignored. I saw a therapist over this. When my wife and my mom passed away, the therapist said to me, Rich, you didn't turn to alcohol. God bless you. You didn't turn to drugs. He goes, but what I've noticed is that you have a very difficult time with loss and with rejection. Like I can't handle being ignored. Sarah did it to me from New Orleans. So I used to tell her, Sarah, I was trying to help her. Sarah, don't go out in the middle of the night to get kratom. Stop it. It's very dangerous out there. She lived in a very bad neighborhood, like there's like the project area. She would go, the girl was going out like at like midnight, walking in the street. She was out of her mind. I was like, Sarah, don't do this. Stop associating with drug dealers. I think I have something wrong, Jen. I have to see a therapist about it. Well, my wife Jennifer never ignored me, but Sarah ignored me. Sarah ignored me. So God bless Sarah that she passed away. I don't really want to talk about like Sarah. God bless her. I told the Florida girl I can't handle being ignored, and she just kept ignoring me. She's a very sensitive girl. She's damaged. I think that maybe she had some problems in her life. I don't want to get into her personal business, but I think she might be making me pay the price. But don't joke around with Sarah Lupo. Come on, don't, the girl passed away. Be respectful. So, long story short, that's when I started making the videos. That's when I started making the videos. Yeah, pretty princess. I definitely need to talk to people about this. Absolutely. So, but that's when I started making the videos. Now, understand when I made videos, I never mentioned her full name. I never mentioned her address. I never mentioned her phone number. I never mentioned her email. I never even spoke about her YouTube channel here. That's right, Randy. But it was being done, the videos were being done as a direct result of her ignoring me. Okay. So now where we're at is this. She thinks I'm like a lunatic. You understand? She's convinced herself now that between the verbal things I said, the verbal threats that I apologized for, between the videos I made, a lot of them, and then I have texted her a lot of times because this goes back to the same problem I have that I was just about to tell you. Remember, I told you I don't like being ignored and I'm seeing a therapist. I got to see a therapist again. I start texting. I never done this my whole life, guys. When my wife Jennifer was alive and my mom was here, if I text somebody one time, that'd be it. I didn't want to talk to anybody except my wife, my mother, and my kids. and my dogs. I didn't text nobody, but then I had my beautiful family, you understand? I had my family completed in whole. I had my wife, my mom, that's all I needed. My kids, my dogs, that's it. I didn't even text anybody. But now I have this whole new life where I don't have my wife anymore. I don't have my mom anymore. So I really love the Florida girl. And she starts ignoring me and ignoring me. I start texting her a lot because I want to resolve the issue. But between the combination of a ridiculous amount of the texts, the videos, and those verbal things here, she feels that I'm a psychopath, basically. I think that's what it is. She's had it with me. Thank you. So now where we're at is Jara. Here's where we're at. She doesn't want to pay back the money. I know, but Peppy, I just wish you would understand, guys. I have not been in my right state of mind. I have not been in my right state of mind. She knew all of this, though, Peppy, she knew coming into the relationship. I told her this from day one, Peppy. I told her day one. I said, if we ever have a problem, I told her, please don't ignore me, Peppy. Peppy, she knew about this. I told her Sarah did this to me. I told her I'm having a problem because I can't handle that. Ever since my wife and my mom passed away, I said, have mercy, baby. Talk to me. Let's talk things out. Let's have good communication. But she doesn't do that, the Florida girl. The Florida girl, every time there's a conflict, she immediately ignores me. So for the past 4 months, I've been trying to reach out to her to make the peace. You're right. You're right. I've been trying to reach out to her for 4 months. You're right, Jen. I wish I saw them too. For 4 months, she has not been communicating back to me. It was only one time, which was, I think, a few weeks ago, where I literally almost had to beg the girl. And I had to actually beg Laura. Can you believe this? Because Laura is now like her friggin' bosom buddy. You know, the cigarette woman? The cigarette woman is like her best friend now. So I have to go through Laura to reach her. Is that friggin' nuts? I got to go like Laura. Laura's like the third party. I can't even reach out to the Florida girl directly. I have to reach out to like crazy freaking Laura to talk to her. So anyway, long story short, she called me like 2 weeks ago. But after a beautiful conversation, I thought it was going very well. I said, why don't we try to make this work? She basically said, I think you're crazy, basically. That's what she said. She goes, no, you're out of your mind. I don't want to make this work anymore. So the right. So the end result is this. The funny thing though, Lupo, is that Laura's the best friend. Laura's the best friend with the Florida girl now. They're like best friends. Is that nuts? So where are we at with the Florida girl? She wants to keep the $10,000. She doesn't want to pay it back. She does not want to speak to me ever again. She keeps saying she's afraid, even though I apologized a million times for the things for my fault. She hasn't apologized for jack shit, but I apologized. I apologized to her. I apologized. Okay, so she doesn't want to accept my apology. She doesn't want to respond to me. She doesn't want to talk to me. Now, I don't think she's pregnant because I don't want to get into anything personal, but I don't believe that to be true. I don't believe that to be true. That's the one thing I don't believe to be true. um, so I don't know how to handle this. I don't know how to handle it. So the only thing I can do is what I'm doing here. The only thing I can do is what I'm doing, which is talk about it, vent, and get a lot of views. And that's what I'm going to continue to do. How you doing, Barbara? That's it. Listen, as long as she's going to continue to ignore me and ghost me, I'm going to continue to get views. And that's unfortunately that's the bottom line, you know. Well, Randy, do you think I'm wrong to do this, Randy, in your opinion? Randy, you think I'm wrong talking about this stuff? Randy, I'm not using her name, right? Sister, Randy's a good guy. Why did you sister, why did you do that for? Oh, I think you did it to the wrong guy. You tried to get the extreme Greek. Bring Randy back, sister. Yeah, she was trying to get the other guy. It was a mistake. She was trying to get the extreme Greek. So anyway, I never had any abuse with my wife, and I'm kicking you off for saying that, New Orleans Joe. Me and my wife had the perfect marriage. The perfect marriage. Um, I understand, Jara, but that's just the way it has to be, brother. It can't be any other way. I'm sorry. I will do other content too, but she did me dirty, man. She did me dirty. Listen, guys, the Ape Father is not here to appease anybody. Like, that's what these haters don't understand. I know the haters want me to have content that they like. You know, all the haters, they want me to talk about things they want me to talk about, which primarily is humiliating myself. Um, the thing is, I'm not here for you guys. I'm not here for that. I know, but I'm not here. I'm not here. I'm not here for you guys. I'm not. I'm sorry. I'm sorry to disappoint all of you. But at the end of the day, I'm going to talk about what I want to talk about. Thank you, Barbara. Yeah, I got some spumoni downstairs. Actually, it's funny you said that. Randy knows more than we think. What do you know, Randy? Um, my channel has been about talking about my whole life. So no, I put my whole life out there, brother. The good times, the bad times, and the ugly times. And I also am getting involved in real estate investing in a very short period of time. I do not feel like I'm wasting my life. No, I feel I'm a great musician. I'm a great piano player. I play a lot of great music on my channel as well. I focus on my music. I'm going to be focusing on real estate. So no, a matter of fact, haters, I feel like, don't you feel you're wasting your life? Haters. I will talk about real estate. A matter of fact, when I start doing it, I'm going to film the whole process of everything I do. And I will talk about real estate. That's right. And I will talk about my family as well. Come on, be respectful to Sarah. She passed away. God bless her. My ego far outweighs my personality. This has nothing to do with my ego, guys. I don't know where you're getting ego. I loved the girl and I wanted to have a normal relationship. I just wanted her to prove that she was real. Where do you attribute ego to that? You know what I mean? She accepted $10,000 and she never proved she was real. It's not about my ego. I feel like that I was a part of a love card, brother. I wanted her to prove she was real. Like I said, say it's alleged, but I just wanted her to prove that she was real. Yes, Laura's the cigarette woman. Yes. Look, she could have ended this a long time ago. She could have ended this a long time ago. It's all good, web dev. She could have ended this a long time ago. I gave her 4 months to make the peace. If she doesn't want to make the peace, she wants nothing to do with me. I feel like the only option is for her to pay me back. If she doesn't want to pay me back and she doesn't want to forgive me or give me another chance, even though Randy's like, Rich, you're the one who should be the one who's angry here, right? Like I'm apologizing to her. She should be apologizing to me. Laura is not in the same ballpark as the Florida girl. Okay. Me and Laura were friends. That's it. There's nothing there. Okay. The Florida girl, there was something there, at least for me. Uh, thank you, Barbara, but it's too deep to just forget her. And I explained it earlier. When a person says they want to be like a lifetime person, that my wife's spirit came to her to protect me and the kids, and then she took $10,000 on the false, pretenses. It's very difficult for me to let it go, Barbara. That's why I'm talking about this stuff online for the purposes of getting a lot of views and getting my money back. Anyway, I gotta charge this phone. It's starting to get low here. It would have been nice if she would have took a different approach. If she would have took a different approach, it would have been wonderful. Which is that she would have accepted my apology for the verbal things I said that I did not mean, that I said out of anger. It would have been wonderful if we could have just worked this out, and she would have gave me another chance, and I would have then gave her another chance because she made mistakes too, of which she should have recognized and she should have apologized for. Well, I offered a hater an opportunity to come on the live, Jara, one particular hater. I did offer someone that opportunity. Some of the haters are too over the top, but this one hater, I would consider it. I would consider this one hater. Thank you, Barbara. I appreciate it. I know you've been involved with it yourself. Peppy, all people do is imitate me, and they imitate my wife, and they imitate my mother, and they imitate my children. So I think I understand, Peppy. We'll see, Randy. I might do that in time. Yeah, that guy's out of his mind. That who sword. I think there are people who like follow me around, man. Some of these haters, they're nuts, man. Do you like liars? Not really understanding where that's coming from. What's the next step? What I'm doing right now. What's the next step is what I'm doing right now. That's it. Doing a tremendous amount of live streams, doing a tremendous amount of videos, and hopefully eventually getting a billion views. That's the next step. I don't want to hurt the girl. Listen, guys, I don't want to make this a legal thing. I'm not going to be filing any police reports. I'm not going to be looking to take her to small claims court. I decided I don't want to do that. I'm not going to be reporting her to a catfish shadow. I just don't want to go down that route. I do have feelings for the girl. I don't want to see the girl hurt, but at the same time, something has to be done. She can't keep $10,000. Listen, she can't keep $10,000. She can't ignore me and be best friends with haters. That unfortunately is a no go. You know, like that show Deal or No Deal? That's no deal. That's no deal. The problem is that when the haters go too far, that's the problem. You guys go a little too far sometimes. If you kept it like reasonable, we could have fun. But you go too far when you start talking about my wife, my mother, it's too much. I do have bulletproof skin. I do, but sometimes it's not that I can't handle it, but it's just such levels of disrespect talking about my mother or my wife. It's too much. Thank you, Barbara. And also, I'm getting views, Barbara. Yeah, I'll be making more videos about Johnito and Billy. I never saw Billy ever again. I have no idea what happened to Billy. You're funny. $2 a call. I have to charge his phone here soon. Oh, jeez. Oh, I'm tired. I tell you, it's getting a little late here. It was like 1:30. That's right, T. Dialer. Certain things should be respected. Someone passes away, it should be respected. What's up, Jeremy? How you doing, brother? It's your birthday today? It's your birthday today? Happy birthday. Let me see if I can do. I don't know if you'll hear it. Well, let me see if I can do happy birthday for Jeremy. Hold on. I don't know if you can hear it that clearly. Anyway, happy birthday to Jeremy. Did you hear that? Have a good night, pretty princess. Have a great night. Let's do a little boogie woogie for Jeremy here. The happy birthday boogie woogie. Happy birthday to Jeremy. Have a good night, Barbara. Thank you, Sicilian Irishman. Good night, T. Dyer. Thank you for stopping by, brother. Have a good night. Thank you, Sicilian Irishman. Hey, I'll do this song I wrote for the Florida girl. This was before the fights. This is when I went out to Florida thinking, listen, I still think it's a good song, even if we never speak again. I was thinking things were going to work out for us. Can't wait to start my life with you. Forget about it. Good night, T Tire. The time we met, I will never forget. How you made me see the light. I was lost, lines were crossed from the wrong woman in my life. You came to me, an angel to rescue me from the devil in my life. I walked away, want you to stay. Now everything seems so right. You were brought to me for a reason. I know that in my heart we'll be together very soon. And anyway, I can't sing this song anymore. It's too depressing. And I can't wait for my life to start with you. I can't sing it anymore. It's too depressing. It's too depressing. I got to go to like the catfish song. The catfish song is better. I don't know. I can't sing these love songs about them anymore. No, thank you. It's just difficult to. It's difficult to sing it. You know. You want my money? Never cared for my heart. You think it's funny? You were never real from the start. But I believe in you. Drove across the country for you. Look at what you put me through. Such teasing. You never wanted me. Just wanted Benji Franklin. You wanted the green, that's all you were about. You love calm, play with my heart, play with my mind, love calm. After you got the money, you're gone, love calm. Didn't realize they fathers to dawn. This ain't over. It's time to start a vendetta, get my money back. Oh, you know that's a fact. Little Love Con. Love Con, baby. Crazy people. Ah, what are you going to do? Look, if she's never going to talk to me again, I got to get a billion views. That's it. I'll feel better after I get a billion views, you know? After I get a billion views, I say to myself, I feel pretty good now. I am going to mix up the content, but I'm going to be doing a lot of content with this. I'm sorry, guys. I apologize. I know you guys are probably like, this stuff is effing boring, man. But Randy seems to like it. Randy's enjoyed it. I like it. I like talking about it. It's fun. It's become a big part of my channel. It's become my whole channel. I'm just charging my phone here a little bit. I never met nobody like this girl before, you know. I think back on my wife. If we had a problem, man, it would be solved in about 5 minutes. Less than 5 minutes. Like, I don't know. We just love me and my wife had so much love for each other. It was like, I don't know, we just never fought. It was like she would come upstairs, she'd be like, honey, you know how I'm gonna take away all these problems? I say, how, honey? I'm gonna make love to you. I'll make love to you
like you want me to. And I'll wrap my legs around you, rub your chest and take care of you. That was it, She took care of me, my wife. I'm not used to girls like ignoring me for like 4 months and shit. It's like, what's the effing friggin' problem of this girl? I always spin it into comedy. I don't always do the deep videos. There's times I did the comedy stuff. You don't remember with Soul Glow? Just give me that soul glow. Just let it shine through. Bad, bad Leroy Brown. Baddest man in the whole damn town. I mix up the comedy sometimes. I mix in the comedy. I don't know. I'm not always serious. Yeah, I do, but I look. There are times though I'm legitimately heartbroken. Though there's legitimate times I'm heartbroken. I did this song called "Is This Goodbye." That's a good song. Let's do it. This is a. I was trying to sound like freestyle music. Freestyle music back in Brooklyn. This one's called "Is This Goodbye." What's up, John? I remember that day when you told me that you changed the way you feel for me. Nights spent in misery. All I seem to do is think about you constantly. Is this goodbye to all we were? Is it really over? I still feel deep in my heart. Don't want us to be apart. Is this goodbye to all we were? Is it really over? I still feel deep in my heart. Don't wanna be apart. Days come and go so fast. Memories of times we spent together still do last. Now, as I start again, I wonder if eventually there will be that day when think of you. Is this goodbye to all we were? Is it really over? I still feel deep in my heart. Don't want us to be apart. Anyway, that's a song called "Is This Goodbye." It's like back in the days of Brooklyn. That's some freestyle music. Forget about it. Ah, thank you, Randy. Forget about it. I appreciate it. Let me do the rest of it really quick. I am hoping that someday you'd realize you were so wrong. Till then, I will keep on wondering. I am hoping that someday you'd realize you were so wrong. Till then, I will keep on wondering. Is this goodbye to all we were? Is it really over? I still feel deep in my heart. Don't want us to be apart. Is this goodbye to all we were? Is it really over? I still feel deep in my heart. Don't want to be apart. apart. Don't want us to be apart. Don't want us to be apart. Be apart. Anyway, that's the whole song. What are you gonna do here? What's the song I gotta sing for the Florida girl? She effing hates me, right? Trust, she effing hates me. La da da da. She hates me, that girl. What are you gonna do? She's got to get a billion get a billion views here. A little Billy Joel. What's it? I can't remember it. What's it? Oh, that's it. Have to learn to pace yourself. The pressure, you just like everybody else. Pressure, you only have to run so far, so good. But here you are with your faith and your Peter Pan advice. You have no scars on your face, and you cannot handle pressure. Pressure. All grown up and no place to go. Psych one, psych two, what do you know? All your life is Channel 13. I read it too. What does it mean? I'll tell you what it means. The pressure. Pressure. I'm sure you have some cosmic rationale. But here you are in the night, two men out and three men on. Nowhere to look but inside, where we all respond to pressure. Pressure. Anyway, 1, 2, 3, 4, pressure. I haven't played that song in like 10 years. Thank you, John. Forget about it. Thank you, Randy. Apefather's a good fella. You don't ever forget it. I'm gonna do the song Layla at the end of Goodfellas here. That's Layla from Goodfellas. Yeah, Sopranos is awesome here. Uh, what are you gonna do here? What are you gonna do, Lou Bamboo? Friday night I crashed your party. Saturday I said I'm sorry. Sunday came and crashed me out again. I was on no only having fun. Was it hurting anyone? And we all enjoyed the weekend for a change. I was stranded in the combat zone. I walked through Bedford style alone. Even rode my motorcycle in the rain. And you told me not to drive, but I made it home alive. So you said that only proves that I'm insane. You may be right, I may be crazy, but it just may be a lunatic you're looking for. Turn out the lights, don't try to save me. You may be wrong, for all I know, you may be right. Well, remember how I found you there, alone with your electric chair. I told you dirty jokes until you smiled. You were lonely for a man. I said, take me as I am, 'cause we might enjoy some madness for a while. Now think of all the years you tried to find someone to satisfy you. I might be as crazy as you say. If I'm crazy, then it's true. And it's all because of you. And you wouldn't want me any other way. You may be right. Anyway. It's having a little fun here. Thank you, Randy. Uh, Gotta charge up the phone here a little bit. I'm not against it. I'm not against doing stand up. You know, I'm not against it, man. I haven't watched Old Tone Nights. No, I gotta check that out. Guys, nobody has to donate to anything, guys, nobody has to donate. I'm not asking for money. You know what I mean? Don't worry about it. Just have a fun time, you know? I tell you though, this girl shocked me, man. You know, I don't know, like I never thought that she would get to a point where she would like completely like ghost me like this. I never thought, you know. I mean, I'm like in shock. You know, let me tell you something about women, man. You know, it's like I'm starting to realize this now that I'm in the single like life again. See, my wife and me, we had the best marriage. So I didn't go through these problems. But I'm starting to realize, I don't know, man, women when they get their full, I mean, that's it, you know. She don't want to hear me out at all. I know Randy's like, but she was a love con, right? I don't know. We'll say it's all alleged. Who knows? But what are you gonna do? It'll be all right. It'll be aight. Just that wish that she didn't play with my heart so much. You know what are you gonna do? Some women they don't care, right? Some women don't care if they hurt you. It's like they're like I don't give a shit. I just don't give a shit. You wish that everybody could just be cool in this world, like cool like Fonzie, cool like Cool in the Gang. You know? I know. I don't think it would work out either, Randy. But I don't know. It's just a little heartbreaking, brother. That's all. It's a little heartbreaking. I'll be all right in time. You're right. You're right, Randy. You're right. You're right. It's I just a little. I'll get over it. I just need a little time. I need a little time. I got a little heartbroken here. What are you gonna do? I'll be ites. We're gonna go out separate. We're gonna go out separate ways. Here we stand, worlds apart, hearts broken in two. Sleepless nights, losing ground. I'm reaching for you. Feeling that it's gone can change your mind. If we can't go on, it's too high those notes. I'm gonna wake my kids up. Someday love will find you. It's just two notes. I'm gonna wake the kids up, man. Steve Perry notes are freaking crazy, man. I could do it, but those are some high notes, man. I'll do it another night. That's a tough one. I would be better off doing like faithfully here. That must be who? No, Grasshopper? No. Grasshopper is not the Florida girl. Who do you think? You think Grasshopper? No. Grasshopper, no. Those are high notes. I don't think I could do those notes right now. Someday love will find you. Break those chains that bind you. One night will remind you how we touched and went our separate ways. If he ever hurt you, true love won't desert you. You know I still love you. So we touched and went our separate ways. That's it. I'm just learning it again. Troubled times, caught between confusion and pain, pain. Sleepless nights, promises we made were in vain. If you must go, I wish you love. Never walk alone. Take care, my love. Miss your love. Someday love will find you. Break those chains that bind you. One night will remind you how we touched and went our separate ways. If he ever hurts you, true love won't desert you. You know I still love you. Though we touched and went our separate ways. Anyway, that's some crazy notes right now. It's too high. Got to go our separate ways, right? Uh, those notes are too high. Well, I'm glad you're enjoying it, Randy. Probably Grasshopper.
You can't force somebody to love you. You can't force somebody to want you, you know? Somebody's got to want you on their own. It's got to be natural. That's how it was like with me and my wife, John. I miss my wife so much, man. It's tough, man. Hey, what's up, Will? It's tough to be without Jen. I miss my Jennifer. Your wife, what's happening, Randy? Your girlfriend of 8 years is moving? I don't understand. What do you mean moving? She's moving without you? She's leaving? No, but why is she? I don't understand. Why is she move? Like I'm not following you. Why wouldn't you move with her? Why are you guys not staying together? I'm confused. I don't know. That's, I guess, your personal business, brother. But I'm so sad if you guys are not going to be together. Oh, she lives with her parents and you live with mine. I get it. Your parents need you. I understand. It's very sad, Randy. What is a Mama Luke? You're a Mama Luke. Mama Luke is like a moron, an idiot in Italian. You know. Well, you know what, Randy? When you have true love, I actually believe you can make a long distance relationship work. You could, if it's true love. If it's true love, you'll find a way to see each other again. It may not be, it may not be every day, but you'll make the time for each other. You know what I mean? How you doing, Mamshi Makan? How you doing? I think I'm gonna like end the live for now, guys. I think I just didn't want to accept that my wife and my mom passed away, grasshopper. It seemed like we were on the same page. Just I just wish that she would have been a little bit more forgiving. I wish she would have been a little bit more understanding, but she's not. She's not. What are you gonna do? Anyway, guys, have a great night. I'm gonna charge my phone. I might go live again. We'll see. But for now, I'm gonna just charge the phone for a little bit. As we say in Italian, buono notte, which is good night in Italian. Ciao. Arrivederci. I'll be back soon. Have a good night, everybody.